There's been a rather big update in Premiere Pro recently where they've added the film impact presets. These come in all shapes and sizes, but this is the first time that I've seen Adobe implement something into Premiere Pro which isn't from Adobe themselves. And I'm very happy to have this here, as this means that we get loads of cool new effects and some really cool transitions, which we're going to be talking about today, as I've updated 3 of the Finzar preset packs on storezar to reflect these new changes. So here we have an original transition from the transitions preset pack. It is a glitch transition. Let's watch this play through. So we have a video which shows you how to apply these, and that is up here on the right. So you can go and check that out if you've bought the pack and you want to learn how to do it. As it stands, this is a really good effect still, and we're just going to add to this with the new presets that have been added. So if we go on up to presets, we can go down into the Finzar transitions, and if you've got the updated version, you're going to see number 9, impact transitions. Here we have 5 new folders. We have a nice slides folder, which includes 4 slides going in each direction. So we have a slide down, left, right, and up. So let's do a slide right, which is my typical transition, which I like to use. As you can see, it's got a really nice smooth stretch to it, some motion blur, and everything like that already added in by me. If we go into the effect itself, you can see that I've dialed in all of these values to create this effect. And the best thing about these presets that I've added in is that you can drag and drop it in between your clips like this. If you want a slightly bigger slide, then we're going to have to go into the roll slides, which includes a couple more rolls on it, like this. There are some differences with the original Finzar transitions, and these are things that I don't quite like as much as I do in the originals. For example, on this roll transition, you don't have the mirrored effect here, so it doesn't go from green to green. It just goes from shot A to shot B, back to shot A, and then back to shot B. If we have a look at the original Finzar transition, you'll see that it actually mirrors and looks like one clean motion. It creates a seamless transition between this shot, shot A, and shot B. There is a tiny bit of chop right in the middle, but we can change that by doing an in and out, and then hitting sequence and render into out. As you can see, this looks really smooth. And that's not to say that this one doesn't, but I do prefer this one. Now let's have a look at some of the other transitions that we've got here. So we have some glitch shake transitions. Let's have a look here. They all go up in intensity. So glitch 1 is slightly less intense, glitch 2 is more, glitch 3 is even more, then glitch 4 is, well, it's pretty crazy. So let's have a look at the glitch transitions, which is something we can directly compare to the original. Here we have a blue one, and here's the original. Blue, original. These ones don't have quite as much distortion in terms of moving the actual image around, offsetting it. Not nearly as much as the originals do, like this one here. As you can see, I'm completely off the screen. The old one definitely has more of a glitchy and analog feel to it, but the new one is still very serviceable and feels really clean. So I've put these in 4 different colors for you. We've got blue, green, red, and yellow. They all look really good, and I'm really happy with them. In the original pack, we also have some rotation transitions. As you can see, this is pretty simple, but really smooth and feels lovely to watch when you're doing this in a full video. I've done 4 more on the new transitions. So here are the new ones. That's a 45 degree. We've got 45 degree rotation, 90 degree rotation, 180 degree rotation, and then 360 degree rotation. So as you can see, they do look a little bit different to the originals, but hey, you can literally just drag and drop this in between your clips, which is awesome. Now, the only thing I will say is that you can't apply this if you've got lots of layers going on. Just imagine if you had text, you had adjustment layers, you had camera shakes, things like that going on between the clips, then you can't actually add one of these new presets in between all of them. What you'd have to do is cut and then nest the sequences together and then apply it in between. But obviously it's going to have to create some frames there because you don't have them naturally. Now, this doesn't look bad, but it's not nearly as easy as just dragging and dropping one of these original presets on top, which does it all for you anyway, and you don't have to change anything underneath. I've also updated the Finzar Essential presets to include some of the new transitions, as before we were having a glitch where the transitions would disappear every time you'd open and close Premiere. So now I've added in a selection of the new ones from the film impact transitions, which of course for any beginners out there is going to make life easier, as all you have to do is drag and drop the transition between the clips like this. It's very beginner friendly. And then the final pack that I've updated is the camera shake presets. I've added in 3 new camera shakes from the film impact presets. So you just drag an adjustment layer wherever you want, or you can put it on a PNG or something like that, a logo popping in if you want. Let's just use this adjustment layer for now. I'm going to add a shake to it. As you can see, it's nice and subtle. It has some nice swaying, some rotation. And the best thing about this is that no matter how long your adjustment layer is, that preset is just going to keep going to work. So it will keep going for as long as you have that preset on there. Number 2 is even more subtle, a little bit slower, and is really good for those nice subtle camera shakes that you want to have in your scenes. Look at that. Oh, this is my personal favorite one that I'm going to be using quite a lot in my videos. Camera Shake 3 is a little bit more intense, but definitely has its place in YouTube editing. This would be great for introductions to gaming videos or just logos popping in on screen. So thank you again if you've bought the presets already. These are going to be a free update for you, whether you bought these 3 packs individually or whether you got one of the bundles with them in. So we're going to be updating them all on the website. You can go into your account now and re-download the packs. Just go onto our website and have a look at the instructions on how to do that properly. We've changed website providers a couple times recently, so this might be different for some of you than it is for others, but there are instructions on our website on how to download your pack depending on which one you bought on. I really hope that you enjoy these packs. I'm going to keep updating them and keep you guys posted on new stuff. If you want to sign up to the newsletter, that's the best way to stay up to date, because there I'm going to be sharing with you any new preset packs, any updates to the existing ones, and yes, some updates on when we're releasing course number 2. I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you're watching this, and thank you so much for the support on this channel. Make sure that you go and check out www.storezar.com, sign up to our mailing list, and stay up to date with our most recent presets and courses. And also subscribe and make sure to check out our other tutorials on our other presets. Alright, see you later.